Hi there, welcome. My name is Ulrike Sophia, and today I want to share with you about emotions after breaking up a long-term relationship. In my case, a 9-year relationship involving 3 kids. About 3 months ago we shifted a normal relationship where we were both living in the same house, working from the same house, running a family, into a co-parenting situation. So we left the intimate relationship. And of course a lot of things happen already towards this moment of a break, which moved into a breakup. But also since that moment of deciding to break up, lots of things happen. I want to share some things about that with you. One thing was I have a whole issue, a whole past with not feeling very safe in this world. And inside a relationship, especially inside a monogamous relationship, I felt very safe because I knew that there would be someone comforting me when I would feel bad, or someone waiting for me when I came home. And all of these small little things that prevented me from feeling safety within, but finding the safety outside of myself. So what I realized towards the end of the relationship, and especially now, is that that feeling of safety is not a real feeling of safety, because it comes from outside, because it's not coming from within. And what I was afraid of before leaving this relationship was that more or less that breaking up and leaving the relationship would mean I would die, because I thought I would not have money, I would not have a home, I would lose everything I had. So it was kind of a fear of dying that made me feel very unsafe. And the very interesting thing that happened is, as soon as I left the relationship, as soon as we decided to turn this intimate relationship into a different situation, a co-parenting situation where we would not be taking care of each other's well-being, that I actually found a deep layer of safety inside myself, something which I didn't expect. But there is this deep trust, this deep inner feeling that all is well, that I'm moving in the right direction, and that even if I would not have money, even if I would not have a home, I would still survive, I would still be there for myself, I would still love myself, I would still be alive, I would still be okay. And that deeper trust is so beautiful. It gives such a calmness. I feel so calm over the last months. Yes, there are emotions. Yes, it's intense. Yes, sometimes I'm overstimulated, overwhelmed, and super tired. Because 1 week I'm with myself and the other week I'm alone with 3 young kids, which is quite a lot of work. But there is this part of me which is more calm than I ever was before. Very calm, and that's so beautiful. And yes, there are insecurities. I don't know how things will work out. I don't know how things will move from here. But it's okay. It's okay. It's like a deeper relaxation, like inside my body, inside my heart. It's hard to explain, but it's just calm. I just feel calm. And I don't take things so personally anymore. I always used to think if someone wouldn't like me, or if someone ignored me, or whatever the outer appearance would be, that it was my fault. And somehow also that changed, that shifted towards taking responsibility for me and my behavior and my triggers, and leaving what's other people's with them. That also brings a lot more calmness. Loneliness Yes. Yes. Moving from a situation where there would always be someone when you come home, where I came home from adventures or dancing or giving a workshop or whatever, to know that there's someone waiting for you. Which was just always the case for 9 years. And now it's not. There are many, many evenings where I'm alone in my house, or whole days where I'm alone. Moving from a situation where there would be someone, unless there's another appointment, back into a situation where there's no one, unless there's another appointment. It's a big shift. And I'm wired in a way, and I think many people will recognize it, that I long for love and I seek for love and approval and affection and all of those things outside myself. And I think most of us do it because as a kid, even though we had great parents, there would always be moments when they weren't there for us, and it changed us. It made us into beings who would adapt themselves or behave in a certain way that we would need others to feel whole. And that is such an interesting thing to, it's in many pop songs and many books, like, hey, I need you, I want you, together we're one, without you, I'm dying, whatever. Many relationships sort of intertwine, two persons melt sort of together, and without each other you're falling apart. Saying that, yes, I encounter loneliness after this breakup. There are many nights where I feel very alone, and I notice this tendency of seeking approval, seeking love, seeking confirmation outside myself with other people. It's like, I want something from you, I want something from someone, anyone. Some nights it's just anyone. And it's a very interesting shift because of the last 4 years I have been in an open relationship, and by the time of the break and before the break I had different connections with different people. There were other men in my life as well with whom I had intimate connections in different ways, and for some reason outside myself I didn't make a decision in any of these connections changed as well. Either there was more distance, or someone moved to another country, or someone stopped communicating. It felt like things beyond my control created that also those connections changed. And so there was really a huge invitation of moving inward, because there is not anyone anymore that I can count on to comfort me and to out of the blue send me loving messages. And yes, that's a big shift. It's a huge big shift, and sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's very painful because I really long to feel seen and to feel loved and to be helped emotionally, but also physically be helped and kissed and all of that. And that's there's not much of that in my life right now. And yes, I long for it, but I also see the value of this huge ass invitation that I encounter, this huge ass invitation of, all right, now take care of yourself. See how much love you can give yourself. See how much you can hold yourself in all these emotions without running, without fleeing in any kind of addiction or destructing behavior like eating or Facebook or drowning myself in Netflix and work and all these things, cleaning the house or whatever can be compulsive behavior. So yes, there's loneliness. Yes, there's a big desire to connect and to be with others. And at the same time, I don't want to connect with people anymore in that way that I need them to confirm it, that I need them to make me whole. First, I want to be whole myself, and then I want to connect with other people from a space of abundance. And also from a space of taking space. Like, I've noticed looking backwards that in this 9-year relationship I made myself small. I didn't really state my desires or my boundaries. I would easily be the follower. And I don't want that anymore. I want to take my space. So I also noticed, which is also an interesting development, that it frightens some people. So some of my connections would take distance because I was so clear on my desires and my boundaries now. So this is also happening. I'm way more clear about what I want in connections, whether it be friendship or lovers or a long-term partnership. I have a more clear idea on what I want. And I don't need it now. But yes, loneliness is a challenging one. Yes, it's a challenging one. Sitting at home all alone. Yeah, that can be, is like masterclass of self-love. It's, yes. Yeah, but it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I feel grateful for these developments. Emotions. There's a lot of emotions coming and going. I thought somehow that once there would be the break, there would be like a big turning point where all of the struggles from before that point would be solved and there would be a new situation, like a blank sheet, starting anew. But the funny thing is, it's not true at all. Of course, all these patterns and processes that I have with my ex-partner don't just dissolve into thin air and be solved all at once out of blue. On the contrary, some frustrations or anger became so much bigger. I think because I didn't have to make myself small anymore, there was nothing to save anymore. It would just come up and I would just recognize my behavior of the last 9 years and see our patterns of the last 9 years and see like, hey, this frustrates me, or this makes me angry, or this makes me sad. So yes, a lot of emotions, instead of them just floating away, melting away, they just became bigger. And I really give myself space to feel them. So to be angry, to put on some loud music and bang on some pillows and scream, or to cry, or to be afraid, or to feel ashamed, or to feel jealous of other couples who look so happy together and that we didn't manage to make that happen, and all of those things. So yes, a lot of emotions, all kinds of emotions are passing through. It makes me feel alive. Yes, it makes me feel alive. So generally a breakup is not a magic point in time where everything changes, and it is a catalyst. For me, it is a catalyst of revealing what's still there, of all these things I can still work on. And it's a huge, big invitation to really take care of myself, learn to love myself more, and learn to be there for myself more than I ever did before. also, I'm curious about your experiences with your breakup or deciding to not break up. So please leave your comments, leave your questions, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great, great day.